So we are launching in just 12 days. Whoa, okay, there we go. Our Thunderclap is going out to a total audience reach of a little over 1 million people. So we're just kind of preparing for that rush of traffic. We have about 5 major agenda categories that need to be completed ideally before launch. And then if we complete all of those, we have a handful of other ones too. And I'll just launch right into it. So first and most important is mentorship. We need to keep getting the data imported from the ASC and Tribe websites. We're going to keep following through, getting in contact with everyone who's already signed up. Going to walk them through getting into their intro, their tasks, and their video. And to assist in this process, right now I'm building through Teachable, we're doing an online academy that has like several courses. So we're making an intro course that has like multiple lessons and videos and articles and quizzes. And then there'll be the basic member onboarding. There'll be project leader onboarding, investor philanthropist onboarding. So if someone wants to come in who has a lot of money, we take them through a whole other course. Also, if someone already has their own organization made, they'll go through another course to learn how they can just plug in what they have to what we have without learning everything that the basic member onboarding goes through. Another thing we're doing right now that we can all help with is getting a pinned spreadsheet or document in every channel that details the next steps that need to happen for that council or that project. As far as website dev, Matt, myself, and Ray are working on this. We've pretty much got it handled. So we're setting this set up to have different levels of membership and restricted access. We're getting a mailing list integrated with a forum filler, integrated with a CRM system. So it's kind of like what we've been like hacking together with the spreadsheets and the Weebly forums, but instead of beautiful Nika here spending all of her time copying and pasting data for us, it'll just automatically happen. Awesome. Yeah, and way more efficiently too, like way more easy to search, and that with the CRM stuff, we'll be able to scale up and keep track of millions of people. So we're getting the user interface moved over, and just talking about that for a moment, because this is really cool. Let's see. So the center of the page is actually going to be this now in the new interface. We're going to add some more runes and stuff into here, but that's what it's going to look like. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And then for when people first log in, they're going to meet this genie who like walks them through the thing. It's an optional tutorial, but it'll take them like frame by frame, step by step through the entire interface and teach them how to use it and where to go. And then we're moving all of our sites onto scalable cloud servers. So like we can handle any amount of traffic, and we just like get billed by the hour basically based on the traffic we used. So that's happening on the website dev. That's pretty much already handled. We don't really need any more help with that. Coming out, we want more logos, better logos, a couple banners to put on websites. I'd like every artist in the collective to make a piece of visionary art. This doesn't necessarily need to happen before launch, but we do need some better background and logo images. The other thing we're going to release with is an animated video that is kind of, am I still coming through loud and clear with you guys? It's looking a little fuzzy for me.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this background is going to change. It's going to start in outer space. It's going to zoom into the earth, and then it's going to be a background of a visionary tree art, but it'll have the same, more or less the same center piece. So let's watch that for a second. If my computer loads. I'm lagging out here. Hold on. Let me, I'm running some AI stuff on this computer. Occasionally can handle it. Other times my computer gets a little flustered with the video and the other stuff going on. Cool. Let's try this again. So imagine that center is slightly improved with the background being in outer space and coming down to Earth. Then we're going to go from that. We're going to go to the Weebly story page. And it's going to be like a slow scrolling script of the images and the text with different narrators reading it off. We're also going to put in more visionary art into that sequence. And then we're going to close it with each of our active members doing a 6-second clip saying, my name is this, I believe in this. So I'll do something like, my name is Dakota Kaiser, and I believe in freedom for all peoples. So we're going to release it with that. And when the first time someone comes to our website login page, they're actually going to have to watch the video. It'll automatically play, and then it'll like open up, and then you'll be able to log in after that. We're also going to start viralizing that video out through our various software systems. So we're just probably going to integrate WooCommerce into the new store and upload all of the old products into it. But we got to make sure this online store is functional. Those are the agenda items that are like high priority, pretty much need to be completed for us to have a beautiful, successful launch. Now, if we're able to handle all of that, we're going to get into some really cool stuff here. So we have some of like the best website developers, graphic artists, video producers, and SEO advertising people like ever, I think. Raymond has like stewarded hundreds of different websites and is an absolute master of like back-end programming. We have a couple of guys in here who do just mind-blowing visionary art. And are linked to even better artists if people can pay, like Pumayana, if you guys are familiar. He's my favorite. We use a lot of his stuff. He's given us full rights to his art. And like the videos you just saw are pretty good too. The tribe is ranked 38 for 38 different keyword search terms. We're ranked on the first page of Google. And that was without me even trying. So we're going to offer that. We also have the most cost-efficient advertising on the internet. Through the representatives, our cost to advertise is less than 1/100th of what our competitors like Google and Twitter charge. So we're going to put all of these things into a bundle onto a couple of website splash pages and are going to start advertising these services to everyone who comes through the portal. Then the other thing I'm going to get into is a decentralized permaculture franchise. So the concept is that we empower gardeners and permaculture activists everywhere to sell the service of a food forest. And that works great because it's a zero-cost franchise. The gardener doesn't need any money to start. We don't need to fund him. He just makes his own website domain, like short code, and then he prints out some advertising materials. We might have a video session to teach them to talk about it, and then they go to their friends and their neighbors, and they offer everyone a food forest in their yard. Historically this year, we've made over $100,000 from these businesses, not in a franchise model, so just converting it into a franchise model is pretty easy. The concept is when someone finds a customer, they get a deposit, they send us video and images and a soil test to one of our permaculture masters who makes a map, and then we walk that gardener through how to embody that map in that place. And I think this is so hot. Like there's a huge demand for this in the world right now. Like there's like the organic movement, there's the grow your own food movement, there's these gardening movements, there's the permaculture movement, and then there's the solar movement. And anyone who's bought solar wants a food forest. I mean, solar is like 9 to 15 year return for a lot of people. And we can grow food forests with a 5-year return on investment, and it increases their property value, and it's making the world more beautiful, and it's providing them and their family with organic food. Pretty soon here, we'll have a software program people can run that will help us generate revenue. I just need a little bit of web dev for that, maybe about $1,000 worth, and that will be online. And I intend to launch with that. If we have all these other systems in place, we're going to start waking up the system. So we're using less than 1% of our potential here to... Hold on, it's hard to see, the Z-Maps gets right in the way. We've gotten 150 signups this month, right? Using less than 1% of our system potential for bringing people in. So when we're actually able to like easily onboard people, and then they also have the opportunity to invest, purchase, or donate, we're gonna just like really start maximizing on all that traffic. And then at that time, I wanna maximize on how many people we're bringing through. Realistically, in the next 3 months, if we all participate in this, we'll be able to start getting over 100,000 hits a day. And that kind of leads into the overall like big picture. And the big picture I want to get into is food and medicine production. Through the systems you're talking about, Aeon, combined with what we already know how to grow with marijuana, I believe we can turn every one of our locations into easily producing over $1 million a year worth of profit, not just revenue, but profit. And talking about that a bit more, we have $19,000 invested. We're starting to put plants in the ground in a month. And we have found another $340,000 worth of investment from people who want to give us their money that we don't really quite have a good enough game plan for them, though. So I'm using this 19K right now. We're fleshing some stuff out. We're going to do it well. And when we use this 19K well, there's another 340K waiting to be given to us to invest into food and medicine production on our properties. Speaking of which, we have 8 lots that we could each start gearing up to be producing over $1 million a year. And then alongside our franchises, that's unlimited amount of revenue for us pretty much. And that's the big overall plan. We got a 12-day deadline on finishing a lot of these things. And I'm asking all of our leaders to step up and dedicate a certain amount of time that we're going to put into each of these projects over the next 12 hours or 12 days. Any questions, Aeon, or anyone else?
No, it's all good.
Cool. Thanks for showing up again to this, you guys. Much love. I'm here if you need anything. I'm working away at the online academy. I'm going to have, I think, the first 2 courses online tonight.
I guess I do have a question just on the layout of this. So
yeah.
Across the top there, it has 71 hours. Is that her total and she's running up from the bottom up? Is that how we're doing this?
You got it. Yep.
Okay.
Put in how much you can do to each project and then how much total. And then we'll figure out if we can actually do all of these things, or we'll cut some agenda items out if we don't have enough dedication. But I think we do. So I'm intending to do all of this, and I'm so happy to have all this support.
Where is the information of the tribe websites, like data that needs to be imported?
It is in email. If you want to help Nika with that, great. She can hook you up and tell you, give you more information.
For sure.
Thanks, brother.
Of course.
All right, cool, party people. Thanks for showing up again. We're going to keep doing more regular meetings. I'm back in action, and we'll be working 10 hours a day at least for the next 12 days. So any questions, comments, queries, hit me up. I love you all so much. Thank you.
Peace.
I love you, bro.
Ciao.